I did go ahead and start Threadlight by Zack Argyle. Is that a beautiful edition or what, guys? I showed that in depth earlier this week. But yeah, really, really cool. You want to talk about an upgrade going to this after reading it on digital? Yes, quite impressive, the art and everything in here. But I've already kind of talked about why this is awesome. But guys, this a very interesting series. I liked it enough that I'm going to continue. I said my new thing I was doing with series this year is I was going to, decide. I'd read book 1 and then I'd decide if I was going to keep going. I'll keep going with this one. Quick reads, all three of them are about 300 pages a piece. So, altogether, it's shorter than, your average Mallison book. That's cool. But with this, it's kind of a weird series for me to try to recommend, because I feel like there's going to be enough things in it that are familiar that I'd be like, okay, yeah, I think a fan of like a Brandon Sanderson or a Brent Weeks or a Brian McClellan, they probably like this. They probably enjoy this quite a bit. But then I also know those fandoms are very protective over those things, and they might feel like this is just a complete, derivative nature to some of those books. So I don't know, but for me, I enjoyed it. But going into it, Zack told me of the 3 POV characters, he said, you're going to like Chris, you're going to be annoyed by Laurel, and you're going to be confused by Alvarax. Well, he's true on 2 of those. I did like Chris quite a bit. Obviously, that feels like your protagonist, I guess you'd say. I mean, I feel like all 3 of these characters are going to have some kind of arc like that. But I do feel like Chris is obviously the lead of the story. At least I'm thinking so thus far. And that can always change as things go around. But, relatable to me. Obviously, he's a dad, a newborn kid, and it's very, very important. His family obviously takes priority. And then you've got Alvarax, which, yes, Zack was right on that one. I didn't understand what was going on. But towards the end, I was interested enough in his chapters. I really can't wait to see where he goes with that character in the sequels, because I thought really he was just setting this up to be, maybe the big bad of the series. And it still might. It still might. I don't know. There's enough dangling threads, pun intended, that I don't know. I don't know where it's really going. But with Laurel, I don't think that I was really annoyed by her. She has some Kvothe-like qualities. Name of the Wind Kvothe has some of those qualities, I think, but never in a way that I feel like it wasn't intentionally written that way. Obviously, she's a bratty teenager. It's going to happen sometimes, but I wasn't really as annoyed with her as I expected, and maybe it's because I went into that with an expectation. But yeah, I'm liking the story enough to keep going. We've even got some animal companions popping up now, so very excited and reading out of that amazing, amazing omnibus edition. I want to thank Zack so much for getting that to me a little earlier than actually was planned to get to me, and that's just great because it's just a stunning edition, and it's been a lot of fun reading from it. And I was saying that one of the sad things about, getting this was that it was losing the amazing art that the original covers had. Well, that art's all inside here, inside this omnibus, and yeah, it's really, really beautiful.